done. My eyebrows sharp, my fashion hitting different like a rock star in bloom. This creation, this alignment, got the stars making room. This is my light, and I'm done. I'm a Taurus looking for a one who can hold me, ground me, match my sensual thunder. Who's gon' vibe with my soul? Ooh, 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 oh yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Beneath the southern skies, in the hush of I trusted you with everything I had, but you ain't creeping with the one I call my friend. You crossed that line, broke the ties, made a mess.
take that out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Background noise reduction. Recommend unless you have a noise environment control. How about MacBook default? This I'm messing around with this dang old thing. I'm doing all this. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay, great. Oh God, can y'all hear me now? Now. Golly. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Cause I was getting ready to. I don't know. I haven't been live on this thing in a while, so I could just let me iron out all the kinks. Yes. Great. Okay. Let's click on Chrissy Bell. Everybody got a name. Mimi call her Girthy or whatever. I call her. Okay, can y'all hear me? Golly, this is so annoying. Can y'all hear me now? Oh my God, this dang on thing can't hear you now. Oh my God. Okay, what about now? I will earn this stuff out, I promise. Okay, all right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, I was getting ready to start singing. I'm trying to tell y'all better act like y'all gonna hear. Y'all better act like y'all gonna hear a sister, cause it was get ready to go down up in this. I promise you. Where the hell Chrissy go? Now I can't find that heifer. I can't even find her. Why can't I find Chrissy? Give me a second, y'all. Golly. Do I have two of these things up? Let me take this down. Give me a second. I'm having some difficulties. Little small difficulties. Oh my God. This is, I swear, I feel like, okay, there we go. Okay, golly. It's, I don't know. Can y'all hear me now? I'm gonna type in here. Okay, sorry. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. All right, let's get started. I can't take it no more. Golly, this is so unnerving. Okay. Let's show 'em what's going on. We ain't gonna be on here loud. I don't know. It might be me. I might be the problem. I don't think I am. Okay, let's go to Chrissy first. I'm trying to pull up. Y'all, give me a second here. Let me pull up. First of all, I gotta eliminate some of this stuff off of here because I got too many stuff. I got too much stuff. Okay. All right, give me a second here. I'm like, is the internet on? It's on, y'all. The bill just got paid now. I know there ain't no problems. Okay. All right. All right. Let's share the screen. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got to work on my orders this weekend. I got 2 orders to work on, and I got 3 songs to make. So I'm trying to get all that together. Okay, y'all, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's go. Finally, they said the fifth time is a charm, okay? I ain't paying for this then. That's something I ain't paying for. It's just gonna be the commercials. That's what it's gonna be. All right, so we first of all, this week looks like shit. Okay, let's just address that. And if you want a real nice, a little decent raspberry beret, I have some. They're thin though. They are thin, but it does. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. It does do the job. Okay. Kingston, Mister Kingston, Mister Bus. Why does she talk like that? She act. Oh, I didn't. I ain't got Gertie. I ain't got Chrissy Bell up her. My bad, y'all. Here she is. Kingston, Miss Bus. Kingston, Mister Bus. Girl. Ooh. She be driving me. She drives me, y'all.
So I gotta take him to school real quick. I just got the boys up. They're getting dressed right now. There goes
Why is it all them S's, girl? You are not Kim Kardashian. I don't like it when Kim Kardashian does it. I don't like it when Chloe Kim Kardashian does it, sister does it. I don't like it when the Moose one. I don't like it when she does it. I don't like it when none of the Kardashians talk. I just want to, unless they're gonna give me some money, but they're not giving me no money, so therefore it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just telling you that they're annoying. I don't. It gets on my nerves. It really does. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how anybody tolerates that when people talk with all them S's. It's annoying. Girl. I don't know what's it. I don't know. Chris, you be having some interesting hairstyles for these kids. But I don't know. I guess kids wear their hair. I guess that's how they want to wear their hair, honey. Ain't no telling with these children nowadays, you know? I ain't, I'm not going to put it down about the children hair. Just, make sure that your hair is combed.
Onyx, and then where we have over here, who we have?
The Onyx with the X or Onyx with the S? Because I could have sworn when we think of Onyx, well, at least when I do, I don't know about anybody else, but when I think of Onyx, I think about Onyx is with an X. I didn't know X. I didn't, well, I mean, I know there or Onyx, you know, I know you can kind of, it makes a S sound, what have you, but she is really saying Onyx. Girl, I almost spit on myself.
We have over here? We've got Blaze.
You need to get some children. Next time because I know you probably will get pregnant sooner or later. You're going to want a baby, but your shim, allegedly, at some point. So I already know because you want to keep a. So I could imagine that. Please don't name the next child you have. Make sure they don't have no S's in their name. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick shower. I'm gonna finish making my stew and then I'll be right over. I'm becoming an ordained minister on.
He's over there somewhere. He needs to get himself together. Junebug's looking for some socks. He's already dressed. Then I need you guys to brush your teeth. Then I will put out breakfast. Breakfast this morning is banana nut bread with the little drink smoothies. So yeah, I'm gonna go run Kingston to school real quick. Come on, Kingston. Technically, I'm supposed to take his phone because I told these kids if they miss that bus, I'm taking their phones.
Okay, so take his phone.
You want to change your life today? Make a
Oh,
decision.
I mean, that's why they don't take you seriously. That's why your daughter was up in the room with, as you said, wacky tobacco. I didn't say that because I
Focus on where you want to go instead of what you're afraid.
understand why you even came up here online and told people about that because you was trying to seek a viral moment off of your kid. But but then when you got the business handed to you, then you sat up there and was like, you guys is talking about my mother and blah blah blah. But just certain moments we shouldn't want to go viral. That's one, our children smoking wacky tobacco. How does that make sense?
Piece of banana bread.
No, just one.
Oh.
Just one.
Oh. Yeah, two?
You start with one, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
There you go. And then after you eat, I need you to go brush your teeth. Can you do that?
And that's all the fuck he gonna eat for breakfast? Girl, let me let me tell y'all something. If I just gave my son this bullshit that she giving her child, shit, he'll be looking at me like, am I mad at him? I promise you, my son will be like, girl, mommy, are you mad at me? More porridge, please. Damn. These helpers do not feed their kids. They do not believe in feeding these kids. I don't know what that shit is about. But you know one thing you ain't finna do? Hell, you can't give me this shit myself.
Clean up the downstairs.
Yes, then we're gonna clean up the downstairs before we go to school. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll charge your tablet today while you're at school.
Okay.
Okay. We need to work on your penmanship, Junebug. You need to be writing a little bit more neat. Okay?
So this is a hell of a time to talk to him about his penmanship right before he's getting ready to go to school. Maybe this should have been a conversation that you had with him before he even you know before he had even like the night before. I don't know. I don't know, Chrissy. I'm just watching this bullshit that you. I don't know. I really don't have. I can't tell nobody how to paint. Chrissy, I'm just reacting on you because they told me to. I was told to go ahead and do a reaction on you. Just do a simple reaction. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't have no beef. I really don't have no beef with you. I don't have no problem with you. I don't have no problem with none of these hoes. To be honest, I don't really care to have a problem. But I'm just doing commentary. I mean, everybody got something to say. Shit. Everybody got something to fucking say. So shit, I might as well. Why I can't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck I can't say nothing? She's good. Anyway, all right, y'all, let's go.
Okay. You're gonna wear the boots? You're gonna bring them? Okay, wait. Can you put on some socks after you eat? You hear me?
I should put my shoes somehow.
I know. I saw that last night. I said, girl, how are you wearing his shoes? When we come back, I'll put some water in your hair and some conditioner. But it is.
I don't have nothing to say. I mean, I don't think that's a question of them wearing their hair like that. I don't, children do. It's just, I don't care about the top part because he's rocking. He's trying to wear a natural hairstyle. I get it. But Chrissy, could you just at least taper the back? That's all I'm saying. Could you just, go get the haircut on the sides so they can look, so they can look, you know what I mean? I don't mind the afro or whatever, or the what do you call that on what is that show called? The Simpsons. What's that guy named? Not Clumsy Clown. What is that character name? The clown. The clowns. You know. You know what I'm talking about. The clown the clown that Bart really like or whatever. No, the clown's enemy, best friend or something. Sideshow Bob. That's his name. Sideshow Bob. I don't mind the Sideshow Bob hairstyle, but most people who have the Sideshow Bob, Chrissy, hairstyle, the children, and this not me being funny, the children have to get their hair tapered. Maybe she don't know that. I'm just gonna start really looking at these. I'm just gonna start looking at things in a different way with some of these mamas. Olivia, no, I'm not. I'm gonna look at her in a way that I'm supposed to look at her. But maybe Jasmine, maybe Olivia, what's her name? Maybe Chrissy don't know that this is not necessarily how the children, how when they wearing the Sideshow Bob hairstyles, it's tapered on the side. It's cut off on the side nicely, right? Even if it's an afro, even if a beautiful little Sideshow Bob at the top, you still probably might want to consider cutting it off on the side. I just don't understand. You buy all those wigs, Chrissy, but you don't want to get your children's hair cut on the side. I don't understand. If you want them to have afros, that's cool. And then you got that shim in that house, so she don't want the boys' haircut. She not taking no kind of pride in that. You get the wigs and you be having your hair fried and laid to the side, but you can't get the boys' haircut. Now, come on, Chris, enough is enough. For real. Oh, we're gonna get some conditioner, and that's not a S word. None of that word in there has an S. Why do you not Kim Kardashian? Please stop talking like that. It's annoying when they do it.
Is detangled. And if you want to wear a pony, you can. The reason why they won't tie is because they're like this. Now pull. See? They don't have to be super, super tight. But I would like, yeah.
Raise your hand. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, baby. Once you eat, what do? Brush your...
Brush your teeth.
Okay.
After you clean up the dumpster.
Correct. Bread? Okay.
Okay, y'all.
That's
The
fine.
boys are getting older. Chris, you got to do better with their hair. Fuck that. No, Chris, you got to do better with their hair. You put dye in that, and then come on. You gotta do something, Chrissy. For real. Just go take them to the barber. You're not good at cutting their hair. Just go take them to the barber. For real. For real. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at a couple of things. What do y'all think? Do these boys look like DeMarco? Now that they're getting older, what y'all think? I do see. I think they look more and more like her as they get older. They got that chin and her face. But I don't know. Y'all don't think any of them look like DeMarco? Y'all don't think none of these children are DeMarco's children? Cuz bum? Yeah, no, y'all call them the bum? Y'all call them the bum. You don't think? I mean, probably at this stage it don't even matter because it's not like he taking care of them. So whoever the daddy, whoever the pappy is, they not. She the only one that's around. You know, they not around. Shit. So whoever the daddy is, whether it's him or somebody else, that is not around. That's not that's not even cool at this point. But I don't know. I just question people's. I just, if dude felt like, oh, these are my children, I'm not gonna take care of them, or I don't know, then the last thing, he don't care anyway because he don't want to pay no child support. You know what I mean? That's how I be looking at people. I think people always have a motive. You know, if y'all are legally married, right? You do understand the state is going to recognize these children as yours, right? So your name is going to automatically go on their birth. Well, in most states, right? Your name is going to automatically go on their birth certificate. So I just wouldn't be trying to fake the funk, though. It's like this. I don't know. That's the weirdest situation. I understand somebody. I understand more older people. That's more of an older thing, where older people don't be getting divorces. I mean, it ain't like he got a job or he worth a damn, you know?
Drop Kingston off. Hubby is gotta leave for work, so I'm trying to hurry up and get back around the corner and get home so that I can get home with the boys and he can.
You stop the delusion. Stop calling him your husband. I hate it when it's nothing wrong with you saying my fiance, if that's your fiance. There's nothing wrong with you getting engaged or at some point thinking about marriage, or if y'all just cohabitating together and y'all are common law. If that's something you want to do, I would advise it because I mean you don't need paper to say you love somebody, but the way the world is, fortunately and unfortunately for some of y'all, because it's not. I think marriage is beautiful, but some of y'all may not, right? But I think it's definitely a good way to establish some things. But sometimes in certain cases, you may not have to. You get a written will, you might be able to, make some stuff pop, right? So again, but I don't understand, like, how she. Okay, so I know. Well, the rumor is, and this is allegedly, the rumor is that she has a type of shim, right? I mean, just come out. I mean, what is the big deal? If your husband or the person you with is a female or whatever, why are you talking about your husband? If even if they're transgender, then why don't you just I don't know. It ain't none of my business, but it's just weird. It's just weird to keep up a lie, a falsehood for so long. Like, who lies this long? This shit is crazy. This kind of makes me look at her like something's wrong with her mentally or psychologically. Because nobody keeps up a lie this long, y'all. You know what I mean? How you gonna keep up a lie this long? How you doing, buds? Welcome to the Mixed Big Palace. How you keep a lie this long, y'all? Let's go, y'all. I don't know. I'm just perturbed. Alright, y'all. I gotta stir my sea moss. I gotta drink some because I didn't drink none last night. I just got off work, y'all. I had to do 2 different buildings. I went after I got off my business. After we got done in my business, I went to work at 6:30, and I stayed there. And then I went to one building, and I went to another, and I didn't get out till like 5:30. You hear me? I didn't get out till 5:30 this morning, so I want to get breakfast done. But at some point, I'm ready to lay down. I gotta lay down at some point, and then I gotta be there at 8:30 tonight. And I'm not staying all day tonight. I promise you. And then I gotta go. I haven't had a day off since like last week. Yeah, I'm getting this paper. I'm trying to tell you, my check gonna be back. But let's continue.
Way back, I got a phone call from Kingston's dean because he's been late to class habitually. Like, for some reason, he wants to just, and he's very, very, very smart. Okay, this is not I'm just.
Okay, so Chrissy, then it's none of our business, right? But see, this is the problem, right? When somebody come up here and start talking and sharing stuff about their children, that's kind of private, right? Like her son not going to class. She has a way of trying to put stuff. We're gonna call it what it will, being late to class, right? Let's call it what it is. So tardy, right? That's the proper term. So he's tardy every day for class. So you get only so much of those, and eventually that counts as a what? An absence. Right? And do you understand that if that is the case, eventually what they do is, in a lot of these schools, they will say that the child is truant and they can come and what? Arrest the parents, or they could, take you to court and be like, look, why is your child truant? You are gonna be the one that's held responsible because your child is a minor, is underage, right? So you need to figure it out. Why the fuck is he late? This is you. I don't know. It just, to me, it seems like when you tell some of these stories, I think you come off like you think it's cute. It just seems like you think it's cute. That's what it seemed like to me. But it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Y'all might have a different opinion. Y'all might disagree with Dr. A, but this is how I feel, okay? And that's okay. You can love Chrissy. I'm not that, this is not this type of, I'm not like that. I told you I don't like when people be like, well, you like this person, so I don't like you, or no, I don't, no. That's not me. We can always have a difference of opinion, but I don't get into all that shit. But anyway, I don't know. I just think that I think in these cases, I think with some of her stuff, when her children do some things that or against, I don't know, against what they should be doing, I don't know. It seems like she thinks some of this stuff is cute. And then she'll be like, oh, Kingston is very smart. You know how she talks. She's very smart. Let me stop talking like that because I don't want her to think I'm hating on her, because I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not being fair. Chrissy don't have anything I want to hate on. I'm just going to be honest. I'm sorry, Chrissy. Don't be mad at me, but I'm just defending myself before you even open up your pile and think somebody's jealous of you, because I could never. Because y'all always say that. Y'all little young girls. You ain't even young no more. Y'all middle-aged. Y'all hoes is middle-aged now. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's continue.
Bad kid type thing. It's just him not giving a fuck to be present on time. And
you need to, so is that the gamer kid? So what you do, since you want to, it's not that he's dumb, it's that he just cared not to be on time. Okay, so there are consequences and repercussions for not having your ass in class, especially if you're there. Yeah, there's no reason on God's green earth that you going or in class and you're late for your class. It's no reason. Okay? So what you need to do is take the damn gaming equipment, console from his ass, and I bet you his ass learn how to come on time. How about that? Instead of sitting up here, because let this have been Cadence, you would have knocked a mud hole in her. You would have checked her so goddamn hard. So why the fuck he get away with this shit?
think I talked about this a little bit in a live stream of mine a couple of weeks ago. And it's like, he does this too much. And I took his phone because you talk too much. I don't know what.
How about not just taking his phone, but take that game away?
Socializing is going to get you, but it's going to get you messing with me. But yet.
Because they see how you socialize on social media and how you have traveled all around the world in 7 seas. I traveled the world in the 7 seas. Everybody, you know what you do. And they're just like their mom.
This is the same child that just got put into the GT program at school, the gifted and talented program. And so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
congratulations, Chrissy. If this is true. I don't know, you lie so much, there's no telling with you. But congratulations if this is the case.
You're not dumb. And so it's like, you're not dumb. You aren't having issues.
I thought you weren't dumb either, but I don't know. I questioned it.
Understanding the content, you are very intelligent. Something here is not working. And so I'm gonna have a meeting with her tomorrow. But what I feel is not working is just the school environment. Well, that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the school environment just isn't, it's too much, too overstimulated, whatever it is, or it's too distracting. So he will go to online if he cannot get it together, which, you know, might just be best for him. So it's just finding what works right for whatever kid needs it. Thank you.
Do you consider that with all of your children or just with this particular child in mind?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you after tutoring.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
I want to.
Bye.
Hold on.
You're still purchasing your lenses from your optometrist?
What are you doing? Come on.
Walk with me to the glory that is 1-800-CONTACT.
Why is your children late for class any damn way?
It's quick.
Easy to use.
I mean, what the hell's happening? Were they late for class anyway? That's weird to me.
Guys, so boys are off to school and I really need a really good cup of coffee, but I need to throw these flowers away. They've seen their last days. But I really need a good cup of coffee. And
please don't show us the way Jasmine does, okay? Please don't do it. Just, drink your coffee and keep it moving.
It's not my correct cup of coffee. You feel me? You feel me? Like, it's not like, I don't want to do the Keurig. I did that yesterday. Wasn't satisfied. I don't like the creamer that I have. I probably also need to plan something for dinner. I don't know what it's going to be right now. Maybe Alfredo, something easy. I don't know. We've been eating a lot of cheese lately. I did a cheesy macaroni last night. I did quesadillas.
Your ass is going to be all constipated.
For the kids today that had cheese in it. So maybe something a little bit on the more healthy side. I don't know. But also, I don't know. I have no idea right now what I want to make for dinner. It's too early. It's only 8:30 in the morning. But I need coffee before I can do anything. So we're going to go get some stuff. Vitamins. Taking prenatals. For a lot of different.
Girl, that wig. Hell to the no. Hell no. To the no. I said, Chrissy, when you are in doubt, put it out. when you pick these wigs out, and when you're in doubt, because you're clearly in doubt, you put the wig out. Meaning, don't wear it, throw it out. Okay.
Things. But
oh my God, is that gum chewing?
they're tangy. They're good. These ones taste really good. Mostly just because they.
Are you doing a free commercial? For real?
I hear that they're good for like cycle support and stuff. And noticing.
Why are you trying to get pregnant? You trying to trap a man? Or your baby mama want y'all to have another baby?
That like well, for a long time now, my cycle, I feel like it has been, sometimes, some months it's better than others, but it's like really heavy. This is TMI, so if you don't want to hear about this, you can.
So go get your fibroids checked. Go check and see if you got fibroids. Go and check to see what's going on then instead of telling us about it. I mean, you can easily go get that checked. It doesn't even take that long. All you gotta do is make an appointment. When last time did you go see a doctor then?
Can fast forward, but like my cycle will be heavy. Mine only lasts 4 days.
Okay.
And so I feel like because of that, my body is just like, get it all out. So in the first 2 days are usually brutal. And then like the last 2 days are like normal, medium to normal.
Okay, so is this a health channel? Bitch, you ain't no Dr. Oz.
I had like 4-day cycles since Onyx has been born. When I had my miscarriage, totally brutal. But overall,
Miscarriage, of course.
like overall, I really do not mind having a 4-day cycle because 4 days.
Because you're getting older. So when you're getting older, your body goes through changes. And sometimes the universe has a way of, Mother Nature, if you will, have a way of telling you that this may be it. Like this might be your last stream of children, right? This might be it, which is why you did not get pregnant with Big Rod's kid, which is probably why I don't even know if you had a miscarriage. I don't know the way that you, Chris, you lie so much. It's so hard to know when you're telling the truth, and I don't have time to be trying to do a human lie detector on you. It doesn't even matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's continue. Y'all ready? Ugh, girl, this wig is horrible.
The 5th day is like spotting, and I'm done. I ain't mad at
Even the install is horrible.
that.
Look at that little top piece on. Girl, she look like the marching man. The marching man. Ow, ow, ow. We have to see the wizards. The one of the wizards. Because of the wizards. We have to see the wizards. The one of the wizards.
I'm not mad at that. Hold on, let me go brush my teeth real quick. So, anyway, I'm just yapping. But long story short, like, I'm not complaining about the length. Like, I don't really mind it being short. I'm just like, it's been brutal. And then I just feel like I have, just for my personal, like, knowledge, I'm not.
Okay, so let me tell you something real quick. The older you get, which is kind of your body let you know that, bitch, you've been of age. That's what's happening. So, when you get older, your periods will start lasting quicker. I mean, will last shorter time frame. The older you get, the shorter. See, you'll be looking at, it'll start with some people, like if you had a set, like some people, a lot of people have like 7 days. Like let's say you had a 7-day period, right? Let's just say. And you hit that mark of 35, 30 something, like almost close to your 40s, your body has a way, your Mother Nature has a way of telling you that you're going through changes. So your periods will be short. And so with some people, they might have a 3-day period, a 2-day period, or 4-day period, whatever. In her case, she says 4 days. Then by the time when you hit that 40 mark, you might go and hit menopause early. I'm just gonna be honest. Or you might have some fibroid issues, right? So then you get that 40 mark, and then you might see your body saying, hey, we're only gonna do 2 days, right? And then you might even have your body gets to that point where your body's just like, well, hey, you know what? I'm not getting ready to menstruate at all. And your body might skip 6 months. Your body might skip a month. And you like, oh my God, I think I'm pregnant. In your case, you probably like, hey God, guys, I'm pregnant. And you're not pregnant. Your body is just saying, bitch, you getting ready to hit menopause. And you're just not gonna be no more periods. And that's what happens. So that's what your body's way of doing it, is just going through a change. And sometimes in some people's cases, when you start effing kind of early, or you start having children kind of early in life, sometimes in some cases, you could, your body will begin to start see effects, especially if you have a lot of children. That's what happens with a lot of people, not everybody, but in some cases, not all the time. This may be something that you might want to consider. You might need to go and get your hormones checked, right? Go find out, get your ultrasound, find out if you have any fibroids or anything like that. Also, go get your hormones checked, because if your hormones are low, that's giving you an indication that you might be menopausal. So you might want to go get that checked out, because that can certainly happen as well. Excuse how country I talk, I apologize, but it is what it is. So that also might be an issue, or you might have some other issues, right? Or some other pending issues. But either way, if I were you, I would go get checked out. Them are the first two things that come to mind: either fibroids, especially when you're talking about a heavy flow, a heavy flow. When you're having a heavy unflow, a lot of times it could be a cyst, right? You could have a growing cyst in your stomach. That also could be a situation, or it could be some other stuff. Either way, go to your nearest gynecologist. Thank you.
We're not having a baby.
Way, we're not gonna be able to look through your cooch right now. We're not gonna look at your cooch and diagnose you. We're just telling you that it may be something wrong. So go ahead and go get checked out. Go get it looked up, just to make sure that everything is copacetic. And if it's not, then hopefully you're able to deal with it. Or if it is copacetic and it just maybe you're getting ready to hit that, because you're damn near middle age. You are middle age. You do understand that you, Jasmine, and Olivia are middle-aged bitches. You do understand that, right? And I think that you all have called black women or older women on this platform who have reacted on you in a way where we basically have told you the truth on and off. And what happens is, you all have called us old bitches for so long, that now you the old bitch yourself. But let's continue, okay? Because nobody ever denied their age. You know what I mean? Okay? Right, you noticed that? Okay, y'all, let's continue. How you doing, Ebony? Welcome to the Make It Figure Balance. Grand Rising to you as well. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here exactly? Let's continue. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Right now. But when the time...
Since y'all couldn't hear me earlier, this video is sponsored by Euphoric Oracle and Soul Alignment. So make sure y'all go and support that artist. Is an AI artist, my AI artist, with my company Lit and Aligned Productions. Make sure you all support that. There are 80 different type of songs. My group is a group, a female and a group behind her, and they have over 80 something songs. And I'm telling you, these songs are very diverse. You may find one song going from being adopted to another song going, bitch, fuck you, I hate you, you suck, or I'm in love with you, baby, or a sexy song like, ooh, yeah, I love you, or get out my house, Tyrone, pay your bill, some type of song. But either way, you're gonna get definitely a great diverse type of music. You may hear some rock and roll, some R&B, or something that anything that you can relate to in your life that you have gone through, or you seen other people going through. I promise you, it is on these LPs at some point. So definitely support your sister. I look forward to you all Give me your feedback on my music. So, anyway, let's continue.
Time is right, and we do decide to have a child, because I am getting older and I've had 9 kids, I've had some minor complications, like I had cholestasis of pregnancy when I was pregnant with Onyx. I had a shoulder dystocia, or Blaze had a shoulder dystocia when during delivery with him, and just like, all other maternal factors. I want to start tracking my cycles and making sure that.
Okay, so another thing, Chrissy, because you do understand that now you and Olivia and Jasmine, if y'all got pregnant now, the doctors will consider you are what? High risk. You do understand that. And it's because of your what? Age, right? So while you are so quick, while all of you all are so quick to get pregnant and be the further myrtles that you all are, you do understand, was why I told you all y'all middle age, that after the time frame, and it's not saying that because I know my grandmother had a baby at 60 something, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm just ready to tell y'all some real stuff that you can get pregnant still, even if you're menopausal or premenopausal, you still can have a baby. So even your older ladies, be careful. Okay, but anywho, what I'm trying to tell you is they consider you now, especially in light of what you just said. But on top of that, so I would not be so quick to call people a old bitch, okay? Because guess what? That's what you are. You are a middle-aged old bitch, right? That's what I'm just saying, okay? And you still don't have God-given sense. You still have a IQ or the intelligence of a gnat. But let's go.
I'm as healthy as I can be, if or when that time.
Well, if you okay, and this is something that I hate to go off of, because again, there is a such thing as certain body types, and I don't like body shaming. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm saying is, unless you nasty, and I have to kind of put you back in your place, but um, there are there's a certain universal scale, if you will, that is universal, that goes across, I guess, the USA. We'll use the USA, where they talk about BMIs and stuff like that. And they talk about, your weight, how your age, what city or area you from. They also talk about, now I don't know if you all have seen these things, I have. And they talk about like what area you stay in, like what your nationality is, your income, kind of thing, what you earn for, I mean, how much you make, and how much you make yearly. But they discuss all of that, right? And they go and they'll say some stuff like, okay, so if you, or for example, this is on this is on like a packet I saw, right? But on this particular sheet, it just had that BMI, and then it had your race, and then it had like your age. I don't remember if this part had your demographics on there. I don't remember, but they did do a whole sheet that contained all of that. But I don't remember if this sheet had it. But long story short, and I'm not gonna Google it because I'm going off my memory. And yeah, so and it would be like whatever. And so there is a such thing. So they'll go like, if you're 35 and you are 5'5", then you should wear a certain, this particular size, from this size to this size, or you should weigh from this size to that size, right? And Chrissy, I don't mean no harm. Your makeup is beat. Girl, you look like a whole nother person with your makeup on. You're really good at makeup as well. You look like a whole nother person with your makeup on than what I've seen. And yeah, I think you're a cute girl. I think you're cute. But what I'm saying is that, you know, uh, I will go to the doctor. I will go to the doctor to find out what's going on with your hormones, because it might be your hormones as well, which I didn't mention as well. It might be your hormones as well, right? That can also be a factor, right? And it can also have something to do with your weight. That's what I was trying to get to. It can have something to do with your weight. Sometimes when you are overweight, and I don't mean no harm, I apologize. I know this is not a comfortable subject to have, and I know some of you all are gonna say, Dr. A, you're body shaming. It's not body shaming, it's telling the truth. When I was fatter, and I was fat as fuck, okay, let's just keep it real, and I will talk to y'all about it. When you're fatter, your body also goes through your own hormonal changes, because your body, because the older you get, the quicker your body's not able to, your metabolism slows down, so you're not able to lose a lot of the weight as fast, or get rid of waste inside of your body as fast as you did when you was versus, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You get what I'm saying? Or a child, right? And so now at this point, and also your hormones, produce that estrogen. And sometimes when you get older as well, which is a part of menopause, that your hormones also slow down just as well as your metabolism. Okay, so I'm just telling you that the way that it kind of comes off is that it's maybe some issues there. So you definitely need to go and talk to somebody. That's not even me being nasty, but I'm telling you. And then you can be, because you are overweight, that can also mess with your lady parts. Seriously, no, it really can. I promise you. Mentally, psychologically, physically. And so I'm just telling you that that's something you might want to get looked into. And then I don't know. I mean, do you eat better than Jasmine? I mean, a dog eats better than Jasmine, right? A snake eats better than Jasmine. A rat, a mouse, a dog, a monkey, a cat, a rat, whatever. Hell, even no, I'm just playing. Okay, even Bubbles, Michael Jackson pimp. I mean, Michael Jackson. I said pimp. Michael Jackson's chimp ate better than Jasmine. But hell, actually, Michael Jackson, he probably ate better than all of us, y'all, because Michael Jackson got money, had money back then. But okay, nevertheless, I'm sorry, went on a tangent. Um, what I'm saying is that that also can be an issue. And you are getting older, and your metabolism is slowing down, which is why it's harder for, well, other than Jasmine and Olivia being lazy as fuck, but their metabolism, because they're getting older, is slowing down as well. So Jasmine is not able to lose the weight like she had been able to at one point. Yes, she has been on shots for a very long time, but I'm just saying that on and off, right? But it just seems like that their metabolism is slowing down, so they're not gonna be able to get up here and peeing on sticks and shit, because they be peeing the dust. You know what I mean? So if I were them, I would not waste the rest of my life, my good years. The last thing that you should, and it's just my opinion, to be like really thinking about, and it's not like, okay, let me say this before, Chrissy, what are you gonna do when you cannot have any more children? When your tubes is just like, baby, we can't do it no more. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do at that point? What are you gonna look at? So you need a plan. What is gonna fulfill you? Because you act like you have to have a child every year, and because you have not been able to procreate in quite some time, I don't know about that miscarriage. I do. You probably told that dude that, but I'm talking about in terms of, is it real? Was it ever real? I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I know you ain't talking no more about how he left you high and dry. I know you. I know your little lying little self didn't even talk about how he left you high and dry. And he sure burnt the fuck out on you. He didn't even look back, baby. And I'm telling you, by now, by the time when you see him in about 5 or 6 years, he's gonna have a He's probably gonna have a whole wife, some children, a cat, a dog, a monkey, and everything else. While you sitting around still lying about just somebody being your baby. That's their baby. I'm that their boy papa. That what you gonna be waiting around. So I'm telling you to just cut this mess out, cause it's just old, and I don't know why you all perpetuate this stuff. And do you understand that when you keep saying stuff, certain things, words hold power. So you keep saying, "Well, I had a miscarriage, guy." Do you know one day that you're gonna really meet somebody? Not saying that this shim is allegedly is not your person, but what I'm saying is that eventually you're gonna meet somebody that you're gonna really want. It just happened with that one guy you was with Big Rod. You know what I mean? You wanted that child so bad with him, and Jasmine was the one that got pregnant, right? And you was kind of, you was side eye. You was a little jealous. I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You had a little green monster attached to you. But what I'm saying is that you're gonna really want to be. This just happened, so you should learn the lesson from that. You're gonna really want to be with somebody. All these piss tests that you ladies have done on here, you are have ran up these bags, lying. Oh, I'm pregnant. What if I'm pregnant? And then it'll be like, clickbait shit. And then come to find out, then you turn around and have a damn abortion. I mean, not AB, I'm sorry, I apologize. Then you turn, I apologize, that's not what I meant to say. Miscarriage, MC. And I'm just telling you that sometimes, because words hold power, y'all gotta stop coming up here lying and saying you had a miscarriage or this happened to you or that happened to you. Because when you really want something, it's not gonna happen for you. So I'm just telling you that this shouldn't be every conversation. Every time I literally cut on your channel, and I don't watch you all the time, right? Every so often. But every time I click on your channel, you're up here talking about more children. Like, that shouldn't be that's not the, people are not watching you because they want you to have more children. You put yourself, to be honest with you at this point, especially when the amount of children you have and all the stuff that you went through and trying to get them here on this earth, you put yourself at risk. You really are. You putting yourself at risk. And then if anything happens to you, God forbid, when we don't want that, Chrissy, but if anything happens to you, then who's going to take care of your children? Your children are going to automatically go to foster care because nobody's going to take all of them like that. Or they're going to be split up amongst the family. If the family is, if your family decent, I don't know, girl. So your you are really all you got, because these daddies ain't really doing number one, right? So I'm just saying that at some point in time, you may want to consider creating a plan to do with your life besides producing productivity. Having somebody's baby. That's the thing that you really have to consider. Of not doing this every year, or talking about it every year, and it's just like you're doing this clickbait. See what I'm saying? Look, I was not expecting this clickbait. Girl, you always clickbait. You know what I'm saying? And then the first thing you come up here, you tell us about your female lady parts. Then you start going into all this other shit like we're gonna self-diagnose you. Go take your ass to the damn doctor. Shit. And then after you go to the doctor and you find out what's wrong with you and you want to share it, then at that point in time that will be more appropriate than to have this conversation, because I think people are gonna they're gonna take you literally, gonna tap down in your chat, just like I just told you what could possibly wrong with you. And the reason why I said that, because shit, you kept on acting like you was Boo the Fool or Blue's Clues some damn body. So I'm just trying to add to the conversation that you had out there. So I mean, take your ass to the damn doctor, shit, and let them analyze and find out what the hell's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? We can't always try to save you. Y'all always, every time y'all get into every time we talk to y'all and we see y'all have unrealistic goals and wants and needs. You know what I'm saying? It's like this one over here. Guys, I'm getting ready to get put out of my house. Guys, what's her son name? He's schools. Yes, like you are Diane Carroll. You're not Diane Carroll. You're not even Diane Carroll character that she played called Claudine. You're not even her. Okay, because Claudine at least got a trash man that wanted to marry her. You understand what I'm saying? But he wouldn't take care of his damn children. And that's why they took his damn check. Because they was like, look, motherfucker, you need to take care of your damn children. You get what I'm saying? No, little girl. I'm just saying that you can't have it both ways. You can't say on one end, and every time we see you on this motherfucker, you're always talking about having a child, or we're gonna think about having a child. Like, why is it if you have a health issue, which is what you just said, it, why are you talking about a child? If something is going on with your fallopian tubes or your ovaries or your female entry system or whatever the hell, then you need to go talk to a gynecologist. I mean, they specialize in that shit. They specialize with the puss. They be like, well, we're gonna analyze what's going on with your puss. What's wrong with your puss? That's their job to do that, not ours. The YouTube world is not gonna curve, Chrissy. We're not gonna go in and take your child and try to help you raise your children. We just talk our ish on YouTube. You know what I mean? And some of us, you wouldn't even. Why would you even put yourself in a position of such? So I don't know. You do what you need to do, but I mean, why we need to hear about it all the damn time? I'm telling you, it's weird. But let's go.
Comes.
Well, guys, it's coming. And then, I mean, all the stuff that you went through with these men, why would you want another child, to be honest? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a quitter on in life, and I try to always put my best foot forward on something I know I won't. I don't just walk away, but shit, some shit you just need to walk away from. Like, if a man is just not good to you, or if you have had 9 or 8 failed relationships, that are just not, and you always get a parting gift after you get rid of these relationships. Someone with these relationships, but you could always walk away with a parting gift that you can never get back. That talks back to you when they get turned a certain age. That's doing obscene things that they shouldn't be doing. And you got to bear all the burdens of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying children are burden, because I know mine's not. I'm just saying that as mothers, that we have a burden to bear. Not the children, but we have a cosmic energy that we have to deal with in our family blood. Okay, this is gonna get deep. Well, for some, or the other ones that knows. But we have a cosmic debt that, and some, if you talk to some spiritual healers or readers or healers or whatever, some may tell you that's a curse. Others may tell you that it's just all about the Akasha records, because it was already written in books before. And so within your bloodline, your DNA has to answer to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So from former ancestors, right? So there can also be a possibility that every time you get to a certain point in your life, and when it's time for your children, because you got one child that's going to be going to college pretty soon, right, Chrissy? So, gonna end up paying for it. She's not gonna get all these scholarships like you think she is, but you actually are
By ever, I mean within the next couple of years. Otherwise, it ain't happening. About shows and stuff, and that calmed me down a little bit more.
Dealing with it out the pocket. So, the more and more children you have, you're gonna have more and more mouths to feed. You're gonna have more and more children that may want to go off to school. You're gonna have more and more children that are gonna have children, and they're gonna have children. And basically, by the time you look up, you're gonna have 100 grandchildren fucking with you while you trying to take your old ass a nap. You know what I mean? This is not that serious. These are twilight years that once us as women, we hit the 50 mark, or even the late 40s, we started to have better orgasms. Our orgasms are unbelievable, and we could probably do that by ourselves without even the man, just looking around with our back turned and go, oh, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying that, these are the best years of your life, and you want to make things count. And every calculated step, I feel like Tupac, but every calculated step that you make, it could cost you more. You know what I'm saying? You've already made a lot of past decisions that did not go with your spirit, and you knew that there wasn't righteous, but you went for it anyway. You were told, you've always been told about this person don't like you, or this ain't right, or even whether friendships. And we give Jasmine, well, I'll speak for myself, I've given Jasmine a lot of slack for not knowing when to leave a relationship and not knowing when somebody just despises her. Like Chrissy, you the same person too. Like, you don't know when somebody don't want to be bothered with you. When somebody starts looking at you and acting like they not there, they don't like you, Chrissy. They just don't. And so all this fake pretend and dressing up and playing makeup in your mama's clothes and coats and jackets and wherever, it's ridiculous, because nobody wants to hear a middle age, and I'm gonna call you middle age because you're middle age. Nobody wants to hear. Do you know how much competition that you have? See, once we get past 50, we don't give a fuck. We be like, hey, you either like me or don't. You still in that circle, red, yes, you know what I'm saying, or no, you know what I'm saying, in the box. And when we get to be 50, our age, we're just like, we don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about what nobody thinks. We don't care when people like us or don't like us. It does not matter. Somebody can tell me right now, they be like, Dr. A, I don't like you. I'll be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't like your ass either. You know what I mean? And it's just what it all boils down to. So it's no point in you feeling like superior because you think you can still get pregnant. You don't know what may happen. The creator, the ancestors may take that shit away from you, which is probably why you didn't get pregnant by old boy. And I know I keep reining that in, but I'm saying all this stuff for a reason. Let's go. I'm sorry, I thought I pressed play. Y'all know I ain't had no sleep. Y'all know I gotta go to sleep in a minute. I'm done with breakfast. I done made breakfast. I don't think I'm gonna work out this morning. I think I'm gonna lay down, and before I go, I'm just gonna do my crunches. Today. I'm gonna just do all my crunch exercises. But girl, y'all, I can't. I'm gonna lay down. I'm extremely tired.
Rick and Morty. Well, he was watching Rick and Morty, but Rick and Morty, I love Rick and Morty. I love all the
Jasmine, I said Jasmine. I love Rick and Morty too, but I hope you're not letting your children watch that shit, because it's so not child appropriate. It's worse than Simpsons. I'm telling you, it gets. I don't know if y'all ever seen Rick and Morty, but go watch it. And I'm telling you, it is off the chain. No child. I wouldn't even let a 13-year-old watch Rick and Morty, and I love Rick and Morty. That's one of my favorite shows. But I dare wouldn't let none of my children, not even my 13-year-old, watch it. Okay, I don't have a 13-year-old, but I'm just saying, even if my child turned 13, I'll be like, oh no, hell no, we ain't doing that. Let's go.
adult cartoons. But anyway, so I was like dozing off again.
Like I am during this boring ass conversation that you trying to have with us. But continue.
After I calmed down a little bit, and I heard the Cheers theme song, and it was and I haven't heard it in years. It was, I wanna go where everybody knows my.
Oh my god, you are so corny. You're not even corny in a cool way. You just like a dip. You like a dipstick. You like a pregnancy dipstick.
A name or your name, whatever the fuck, you know. You know this. Y'all know what I'm talking. Look it up, y'all. If you don't know, you too young to be on this channel anyway. No, but
girl.
So I heard that song and I was like, oh my god, that reminds me of that show, and I couldn't remember the name. And then he
Cheers.
Looked it up, and then he was like, Cheers. So I was like, yes.
God, you too. How you gonna tell somebody they too young to be on your channel anyway? No, you too young that you don't even know what fucking Cheers is, you big dummy.
Yes, I used to watch that, the Drew Carey show, Seinfeld, Frasier, like all of them.
I didn't watch nowhere near all them damn shows. I was always busy working, trying to, starting my businesses and just being a mother and revolutionary at the time. Just doing a lot of different things. But, bitch, I didn't have time. I didn't have the luxury sitting around waiting on a food stamp card or waiting on somebody to give me something that I could do for my motherfucking self. But let's continue.
Okay, all of them. I liked those shows. Don't judge me, okay? I was a 90s kid watching, soap operas, Days of Our Lives, and Passions was my shit when I was in middle school. Don't tell you.
Girl, I don't even remember Passions. I remember it was on.
You could not tell me a damn thing about Teresa, okay? Ethan.
That's probably who you admire yourself after, but let's continue. Let's go, Chrissy. Girl, you put me to sleep.
Just made me sick. Like, why you keep messing with my girl's emotions? Okay? Girl, okay, eventually I stopped watching Passions, but I know it kept going. I don't even know if it's still a thing. Somebody let me know down in the comments. But anyway, long story short, y'all, we started talking about shows and stuff in that
It was a long-ass nothing story. I don't even mind a good old long story if it's going to be interesting in somewhat. I mean, the stuff that come out your pie hole, baby.
Me down a little bit more and kind of brought back some good memories, and then we went to sleep. But it's just crazy how anxiety can manifest itself like that. Like, you could just be sleeping and your mind could still be going and your body's trying to rest, and then next thing you know, you're having a whole panic attack out of your sleep. So I said, baby, I need to take care of myself. Not only do I need to take care of my vaginal health, don't get me wrong, y'all, my vaginal health is A1. I get all of my...
Oh my God. Chrissy, we ain't finna do this. I don't... See, now you're insecure about your damn vaginal health. You're the one that brought this bullshit up. We didn't ask you about your vaginal health. You the one came up here and volunteered about your goddamn vaginal health. You the one got up here and started talking about that bullshit about your fibroids, and your ass is getting older. You're probably hitting menopause. You might be menopausal, girl, premenopausal. I mean, who the fuck? We don't know. Shit, we ain't been look between tell you to cock your legs, look in between your derriere. Are you dumb? Are you crazy? Are you stupid?
I've had everything checked, my ovary, everything, just to make sure I got good eggs and all that other stuff. So if I ever do want to pop out another 110, okay? If me and my hubby ever decide to have a child, and by ever I mean within the next couple of years, otherwise it ain't happening. Big Mama's shut down for life.
I think Big Mom is shut down for life, right? I'm just playing. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? That the baby factory anyway. But like, if we decide in the next couple of years to have a child, I want to already have been, I don't want to be in 2 years at 37 trying to figure out what's going on, why my cycles are messed up or why, whatever, because I didn't give a damn. So starting now, also exercise, eating right. I feel like my diet is pretty healthy.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up?
Girl. Ooh, Chrissy, I don't know. I don't know. I just never. Y'all very delusional on this here platform. Y'all are delusional as hell. Oh my God, girl, you put me to sleep. You are so boring. And it's weird, girl. You are not Storm. You act like you Storm from the damn X-Men with this stupid ass wig and them long ass eyelashes about ready to break your eye off. You probably can't. Them damn things probably weigh more than your head.
Okay, if me and my hubby ever decide to have a child, and by ever I mean within the next couple of years, otherwise it ain't happening. Big Mama.
Girl, it might even happen now. If y'all decide to have it in a week or so, it might not even happen now. You know why? Because you need to go take your ass and go get checked.
Shut down for life. You know what I'm saying? That the baby factory anyway. But like, if we decide in the next couple of years to have a child, I want to already have been, I don't want to be in 2 years at 37 trying to figure out what's going on, why my cycles are messed up or why,
I just told you to take your ass to the gynecologist. The hell's wrong with you?
Whatever, because I didn't give a damn. So starting now.
I mean, I don't think you give a damn now, which is why, because, obviously you know, because you telling the world wide web. You're not telling the doctor. You're not calling the doctor. You're not, you know what I mean? You over here telling us about your vaginal health, bitch. We don't know. We don't care.
Also, exercise, eating right. I feel like my diet is pretty healthy. Exercise, me and her, we have a love-hate relationship. We're working on it. But we're gonna start with these vitamins. Just built this Goodwill next door to my grocery store. And mind you, there is no Goodwill in this general area. I usually have to drive like 20 minutes to get to one. And I love a Goodwill. Y'all can't tell me nothing about Goodwill. The way I want to walk down there right.
And again, you always start something that you can't finish, like your weight loss. You've been saying you wanted to lose some weight, and then you got on some other stuff. Then you're like, my hubby. You don't have a you. Yeah, you got a husband, Demarcus. That's who your husband is. You know, you gotta start and fix. You gotta finish something. I know you got your high school diploma, barely. I mean, no, I'm just playing. I don't know. I know you got a high school diploma, but even with you having your high school diploma, get your fork, please. Or even with having your high school diploma, you still have to. You should already understand that your health is wealth. You know, having a lot of weight could cause a lot of different ailments, and you are overweight. I mean, I'm not. I don't think you fat. Now, I mean, you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not ugly. You're not like You're not like huge. You know what I mean? You're not as big as Olivia, of course. But I'm just saying that by that BMI measurement or whatever, I forgot what that's called, the American something, I can't remember. But based upon, you can hand it to me, I'll put your code in there. Based about those premises, you are obese. And I'm telling you that from somebody who was obese as well for a minute. But you know, that's got to be something that you are going to have to really work on and accept that about yourself and keep saying. And why you keep saying you eat pretty healthy? You don't eat healthy. You're not eating no. Here you go. You're not eating healthy. We're not gonna do that. First of all, eating out all the time is not healthy because you do eat out more out. It appears that you eat out more than you do home cooked meals.
Right now, and I've been trying to stay away from there because I said they just opened last week, and I know they got. I'm like, just hold on, just wait to stay out of there for now.
Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I think I'm gonna wrap this. Anyway. My bad for whatever reason, y'all. I'm having some difficulties. So I just think my energy is just like, hey, you just need to go to sleep. That's just what it all boils down to. My energy is like, you know what? It's just time to go to sleep. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you so much for coming live with me. I'm going to try to play a song for me to get on up out of here too. Okay, just give me a second here. Give me a second here. Okay, let me find something. I got like short term songs. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go.
Ooh, ooh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Beneath the southern skies, in the hush of the pines, their stories whisper still through the passage of time. Dreams cut down too soon, hearts heavy with pain, but their spirits rise and call out our names. Say their names, let them ring like freedom bells. Tell their stories, let the truth be what we tell. We hold the candles, we lift up the flame. For the lives that were taken, we remember their names. Oh, oh yeah. Through shadows of terror, they still stand tall. Their courage unbroken, a strength for us all. From the roots of the struggle, a new tree will grow. Their legacy lives in the justice we Say their names, let them ring like freedom bells. Tell their stories, let the truth be what we tell. We hold the candles, we lift up the flame. For the lives that were taken, we remember their done. My eyebrows sharp, my fashion hitting different like a rock star in bloom. This creation, this alignment got the stars making room. This is my light, and I'm done. I love you, but I know you don't see the little tremble in my voice when you get too close to